Welcome to M&B Airgun Review. I had a viewer ask about some of the shadow boxes that I have on my back wall and what do I do to make a gun display for my pistols. Well, today we're going to go over, I got a Sig Sauer 1911 1776 model BB gun that I'm going to be displaying on the wall behind me, and I've been meaning to get this video out and how I do it. I'm not going to go through every process because some of it's self-explanatory, but what I do is I get these shadow boxes. Let me give you a measurement of this box so you know which one to get. I get these at Hobby Lobby. So this measures 10 3/4 by right around 9 inches, and the depth, outside depth, so you know, is 3 inches. That's about the size you're going to need. Gives you plenty of room to put pretty much any size handgun in it, as long as it's not a Desert Eagle or something like that. You shouldn't have any issues. As far as propping the gun inside, I don't build anything special to hold the gun. I do leave the magazines in the gun. They are not, I don't put them to the side. You can display them any way you want, but this is just how I do it. So this is the back that comes with it, and they'll come with some pins. I don't use those. You can do anything you want. Basically, this is what I use kind of to hold everything in place in the end. And what I do for a background is I print on some cardstock, some white cardstock, any, pretty much any graphic that I want for the back, for the display. In this case, I've done a We the People backdrop, and I put the SIG logo with the American flag. And then I laminated the whole thing, gives it some rigidity, and it makes it a nice and glossy. So this will actually be the background to the shadow box. So we have our front here, and then the background will be behind the gun. I got a little something in here. Let's get that. There we go. Okay. So what I do is I'm going to see how the gun wants to sit naturally and what side I want to display. So what I'm going to do first is I take the gun, and I want the ejection port side to display. So I'm going to sit this in the case. You can sit it like this if you like, but it's going to want to fall to a certain point and let it slide right down. Some people want to put something in where the gun is held by the magazine or a piece of wood and they put a hole in the bottom. You can do that also. I don't do it that way simply because sometimes I like to take these out, and I really don't want to mess with anything, to tell you the truth. I'd like to take the back off, access the gun, put it back when I'm done. So I let the gun fall at its natural angle where it's touching on each side. From there, what I did is I had some foam. You can use anything you want. I simply cut it in half. So this part right here, when I put the back on, is going to lightly rest against the gun so the gun does not move around. Now you don't want this so tight that it's going to break your glass up front. Just something nice and firm. So this is a pretty good. Now what you want to do after this, you can tape it if you want to here. I don't see no need for it because it's going to rest neatly in place. But you don't want your foam to move or pop out on you. Just take a little bit of tape. This is really, really easy, guys. Just take a piece of tape, fold it over, and place it right there. What that's going to do is hold it against your cardstock that you just laminated. That's all it does. Real simple. So make sure you got your top right. You'll have to figure out what you need to cut and how you want to place it. You can use any background you want. I have another one on the back wall that's the John Wick Baba Yaga, and that actually has a credit card from the Continental inside of it, and a little Baba Yaga graphic with the Tron Tactical logo. So this is going to go here. We just pop that right in naturally where it wants to go, and you're going to feel it. That's where that tape's going to stick, and that's going to hold the gun in place nicely. Then we're just going to take our back, make sure we get the top where we're going to hang it here. And we're going to slip that in, and sometimes these are a pain to get in because they're a tight fit, but just take your time and it should work out fine for you. Okay, you don't want it, if it's too tight and it feels like it's going to break the glass, if the tolerance is too tight, just go back and trim a little of your foam off, whatever you're using. I like that rigid foam like this. I don't even know where this came from, but it's nice. It's a bit flexible and forgiving, but it holds nicely. So as I go here, what I'm going to do is start sticking down my tabs there, because I know this is going to fit because I've already had it in here before. So over here, I got one binding up on me. There we go. So now, as long as I can get this tab, there we go. Bend that down. There we go. So now our Shadowbox is all together. Really quick. It's really simple. I got this box on sale. Went online. They had a 40% coupon. I think this Shadowbox cost me out the door around $19. And of course the cardstock, and I happen to have a laminator and things like that. So I print it out on my printer. Do whatever you want. You can go crazy. Do whatever you want in there. Then we have a nice We the People display. Now that's pretty nice, and as you can see, it just kind of worked out this way, but the angle of the Constitution, in the July 4th, 1776, and it does say that on the other side of the gun, so all the graphic wording is in the same direction that the gun happened to lay. Now that wasn't anything that I did, that was just happened to turn out that way. But it's not going to come, it's not loose on you. That foam is working perfectly, and as you can see, you don't really see the foam in the background, which is really nice. So we just have one little piece of foam connecting, and it just presses up gently against the glass and everything holds into place, and then you can display it. If you like this quick video, you want to see any more content, drop it in the comment section below. Please hit like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to press that notification bell so you are up to date on all the latest